Hey friends and family, hey loved ones. Hey, I just wanted to share a few things because, yeah, there's a lot coming in and a lot that wants to be seen. A whole lot that wants to be revealed and brought into the light of awareness and the light of wholeness, the light of illumination. And so, yeah, with all these changes happening right now and all of the conversations and the exchanges happening in the heavens, it really relates as above, so below, as within, so without, to the whole, to the entire whole, to the individual that is whole, that is connected to the greater whole, the whole that is a part within that greater whole. So, and it is all about being in service to the whole and being one within, being one at peace within our wholeness, within our whole selves and our whole beings. And so, not really wanting to reject or deny any one aspect or prefer, like have a preference or value like one thing over the other, knowing that they all have a legitimate place and a legitimate part in the whole. And just being willing to witness and allow like this transformation, this integration, this coming apart and coming back together in a new whole. So the synthesis, it's like a recipe, and it does take a little bit of attention and nurturing. And so just making the room and making the space for this healing to take place because it is happening. And just being willing to receive and be in that space of receptivity for what wants to come up and be met, felt, seen, and released. Because there is a lot of things relating to this death, life, rebirth, transformational energy, and the scorpionic themes that we are swimming in, like neck deep in right now. And so I've just been paying attention to certain emotions and certain stories that are coming up through my psyche and my internal family system, my internal landscape, and just looking at some of these things and remembering just to breathe through them, breathe into everything, make the room and make the space, and allow it to move through me and allow this energy to move me. So, yeah, feeling the energies really intensely, and also like there's something that relates to Mars going into retrograde for me, where I've been feeling some feelings of exasperation and frustration, but it's like really kind of in the background, but it is coming up for me to see. So I did write a little bit about it. Not really like triggered about any one thing, but I'm just kind of like face palm sometimes, like oh my god, just be real with yourself, And so, yeah, it's like, where can I be more real, more authentic, and more honest? Yeah, where can I be more truly honest with myself? Because, yeah, it's just like, wow. Seeing certain things play out on the outside, and you can just see how ridiculous it is and how much of a lie, how much that we all have lied to ourselves, and how much we deceive ourselves, and how much we want to stay the victim or the virtuous victim and blame someone else. Like, when really it is hard. It's a hard thing to come to terms with, like how we've dishonored and been dishonest with ourselves. And so, yeah, some of those things have been coming up for me, and I just took a few notes about them that I'll share with you. There's some feelings of exasperation and impatience with ignorance, naivety, and a refusal to see. I'm feeling annoyed, disenchanted, and tired, frustrated with the collective's resistance and aversion of seeing what is, our aversion to the truth, which I feel like has to do with immaturity. And so, yeah, just been feeling like a little frustrated about that. But I know that it's all in divine order and divine timing and all of that. And so I'm just willing to let it go. But there's some part of me that's like, really, guys? Come on, you're smarter than this. You know? Get over yourselves to get through to yourselves. Like, how bad does it need to get for you to honestly start looking into yourself and seeing what is true and what is wholly true? I'm annoyed and disappointed with the elders and teachers and leaders or false authorities that refuse to see what is unfolding and really happening. They're not fully seeing things as they really are, and the opportunity to claim our own power and return home more fully to ourselves. So I suppose I do understand this resistance and this aversion to being truly honest and fucking real with ourselves, because it can be pretty uncomfortable and painful to see where we've dishonored and lied to ourselves, where we've dishonored life and others and ourselves, where we've embodied or enacted these lies and harmed ourselves and others, where we haven't been true to ourselves, where we haven't been love for ourselves, as the truth that we are for ourselves. And so, yeah, there is this one part of me that just wants to tell it like it is. Just say, come on, guys. I know, like, you've put so much of yourself and your energy and your hopes into, like, some of these false structures of authority and these idealized structures, like, that don't really serve us, you know, and just trying to cling on and hold on for dear life that we can make it better. It's like enmeshment trauma, like that we can play this role, we're so sincere, we can play it better, we can do it, we can fix it if we just use our own will and determination, and we can, like, use some of our own will force our will force to make this work, you know. We'll force it and beat it like a dead horse, and it'll all work out for our benefit. And it's just like, no, we just let go of it. Just let go. Just let go of it. It's okay. And so, yeah, if that's what I'm seeing, you know, there's part of me that also is really, really asking other resistant parts of me, like, just please, just trust and let go. And so I just finished watching Tania, Gabrielle, and her little astro numerology forecast for Gemini in retrograde, or for Mars in Gemini going into retrograde for the next, oh my gosh, almost 6 months now. And so that should be an interesting thing, like, to help us slow down and internalize some things and really become more aware of where we are directing our energy and what direction we're going and what choices we're making and all of those things. So just thought that was super interesting for us to see, if we are willing and open to receive, how that relates to our individual journeys and the great awakening happening within the whole. So there is what serves our true whole well-being, learning, growth, being, becoming whole, and remembering. And there is what does not serve this wholeness, fullness, growth, and well-being. It serves the cut-off, separate self, the small-mindedness, the barrenness, the stagnation, the inversion, the forgetting, the hiding, and playing small. So what is this aversion, resistance, this lack, this mistrust, suspicion, rejection, denial, refusal, hostility, judgment, condemnation, this self-destructive abandonment, this self-pity, this self-importance, this entitlement? Yeah, all of these things. The ghost, the addict, the escape artist, the fool, the epicure, the wallflower, the dancer, the player, the ghoul. And thank you all for helping me claim my own power and be all I already am, and refine and apply, fully integrate, digest, and assimilate all these aspects and parts, unifying the whole. You are with the friend now, beloved friend of God, Anam Cara, soul friend, forgiveness, and clearing the womb. And so, yeah, I have been willing to forgive, willing to forget, willing to forego, and willing to forbear. Just to give it a rest and not keep rehashing or being stuck in the past. I am what I choose to become. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. And so, just wanting to take personal responsibility and claim my power and claim my bullshit and claim everything that belongs to me, and let everything else, let it go, and let it show me where I haven't been true to me. We are not required to live in alignment all of the time. We just get to recenter and remember to set our intentions and our course, our direction, trusting in life's fullness and in this great mystery. And something that Teal Swan said relates something along the lines of expecting ourselves to be in alignment 100% of the time is cruelty, and this cruelty is unnecessary. And so that's like just another expression of the idealist or the perfectionist, or these unattainable, unrealistic standards of perfection that are meant to keep us in a feedback loop and chasing our own tails. Yeah. And not kind of obscuring what the truth really is. By holding on to those expectations and those unrealistic ideologies that actually are in service to the small self, so it can prop itself up, and it holds the rest of the self hostage, or it doesn't make room for anything else. We are perfect love and imperfectly perfect, perfectly imperfect, and loved always. Love always. So relax into love and be free. Trust your instincts. Trust my instincts. I let go of regrets. I receive my place in the whole, and I know in the circle we are all whole. We are all equal parts of the whole. Blue flame, blue fires, crystalline heart, the threefold flame. Koala, frog, and fluffy bunnies. Koi fish, phoenix, condor, eagle, snake, owl, boar, goose, duck, and crow. Dragons and unicorns, elementals. Ask and ye shall receive. And so those were just some of the totems and the symbols and the archetypes that have been coming up in certain ways, that symbolize energies that I can work with, I can offer to myself. They're available to me, and I can open to receive. So I've been practicing visualizations for the rainbow of peace, encircling this difficulty, the things that I find that feel difficult for me, feel painful for me, feel scary for me, feel uncomfortable for me. I feel like there's something maybe lacking or wrong or not fully right, not fully right to be. And so instead of rehashing over it again and again in my mind and trying to figure it out and stuff, trying to dissect it and fix it, I will instead give it back to God Ask grace to transform it through the love and the beauty and the truth of unity of all that is. Forgiving. OMG, just letting things go and letting them be, breathing, surrendering. I am willing. I am willing. I am willing. This love is forgiving, so I forgive myself. I forgive all others. I forgive the self for not knowing. And it's okay not to know. It's okay to let go. It's okay to be here where I am. And so just kind of looking at some things about where I have suppressed different emotions and different parts of me, and how they actually want to be included, and they have a lot of gold for me if I allow them, and I can integrate them and purify them within that love that I am, within that love that I am that holds me and holds everything. And so kind of looking at structure, coherence and flow, and the freedom to be and the freedom to flow, a container to hold it all and embody the light of soul. Welcome home. And practicing mantras and recentering and breathing, and learned some new breathing practices to help me just let go. And those have been really amazing, really like exactly what I needed. And I received them when I needed them. And just now it's just all about remembering to ground, center, and just be, and let go and be free. Relaxing into love, being me. And I've been looking into free will and the archetypes, and working with the archetypes and seeing into those patterns. Yeah, all those patterns at play. Beliefs and opinions and stories. Am I not allowed my own gifts, my own ways of being, my own opinions, my own perspectives, my own experience, my own legitimacy, my own feelings, my own senses, my own ways of seeing and my own limitations, my own thoughts, strengths, potential, and weaknesses, my own fears, desires, and my offerings? I'm letting go of the past and the romantic ideals of what should be or could have been in favor of free-flowing energy. I'm feeling resistance, aversion, fear, jealousy, envy, pride, and vanity, like some interesting triggers or hooks that have been coming up. And this was from October 23rd. Just reading a text the other day, and I had some feelings of repellence and personal resentment or fears of lack and illegitimacy come up. There is better and lesser than, stories of comparison and worth value measuring. Like, I'm not legit, my love isn't legit, my ways of being and my gifts don't fit into the false constructs of seeing is believing and prove your worth. The idealist, the judge, the rigid guard, the prude, the savior, guru, sage. This relates to the father wound. So trust the unseen allies and the energies that are going to work and supporting this new earth dream of liberation for all beings, prosperity and freedom for all. They all must choose for themselves what freedom, love, and responsibility really means. They all must experience their own journey through their own ways of being. So no need to take it or anything personally. There is no need to make anyone wrong or better or lesser than. We're all using different lenses and beliefs to navigate this rushing stream and this flood of information that we sometimes drown ourselves in. So I let go of the past with love, and I let go of the pain, guilt, and shame that is no longer mine to bear or carry or hold on to or do anything with. Just thank, bless, and let go. Release. Yeah, with love. Thank you times 3. I let go and I return it all to thee. So thanking you. Yeah, thank you for helping me claim my own power to be all I already am, and refine and apply, fully integrate, digest, and assimilate all these aspects and parts, unifying the whole within me. Clear out your excuses and the old beliefs that keep you playing small, safe, and constrained. our miscreations are being surrendered, transformed, transmuted through grace and holy faith. Wisdom and folly, known and unknown, seen and unseen, welcome home. So yeah, it is all about that right now too, and just trusting and letting go. So yeah, those are just a few of the things I wanted to share. And where can I offer and hold or allow more or new levels of empathy and compassion for myself and for others as they're going through all these changes in their own journey of healing? Suppression, denial, and rejection, disallowance, and codependence. Been looking into these things more deeply. Forgiving myself for romantic fantasy idealism, for unrealistic expectations, and the overlays that I projected onto others and onto myself. I'm forgiving myself for unconscious manipulation, for weak boundaries or unclear boundaries, for energy rape, for pain, blame, and suffering, for ignorance, betrayal, abandonment, and rejection, for emotional codependency, self-importance, self-absorption, and separation. Forgetting my true self, forgetting my whole self, and forgetting that love is forgiving, not forgetting. The foolish mistakes that I've made, my ignorance and my folly, I'm forgiving myself for not listening and not following my soul's call, for ignoring and refusing the call, for not following through, for perpetuating and reinforcing this toxic push and pull, for not trusting or self-initiating or following through. And seeing what those trust issues are about and thanking them for helping me to truly go within and receive the love I have for myself and the love that there is for all of me, the love that my Creator has for me. Seeing myself through new eyes and a true full whole lens. Seeing myself as love and as a legitimate part of the whole. So filling into and processing some heavy, heavy feelings. But I know I am so loved, supported, held, and well. And I accept all of these changes. Even though it feels like we're going through hell. Because we're clearing it out. We're clearing out all this old shit that we've used to punish ourselves and separate ourselves from ourselves. Keep ourselves separate from our whole selves. So I understand, how hard it is to come to terms with all of that and to really look deeper and feel more into that. I know, it's not an easy thing. And so I do have compassion and empathy for everything everyone's going through. And, just for my own self to, in how I want to help others. But just need to step back, or just get to step back. And with grace and faith and trust and love and mercy and compassion, just allow this healing to take place. This return home to ourselves. So letting go of blaming and shaming. And holding on to resentments. Clearing my own distortions and those distorted projections. And remembering what's really true. So I love y'all, and thanks for listening. I hope you're well and being love for yourself. I'm going to be gone for a little while, and so I probably won't be recording anything for a little while here. And so, happy transformation, death and rebirth, and going into this new rebirth, these new cycles. of growth and transformation and regeneration for us all this healing and holding and remembering and discovering and recovering, like the truth of ourselves, the love that there is, and the love that we are, and the love that has always been within us, for and through us, that works through us, for all of us, for all that we are. All right, love yourself, be good to yourself, take care of yourself, be a friend to yourself, love all you are. We'll see you for now.